Nice product research call. My name is Chris, otherwise known as the Conversion Crusader here on YouTube. I am the head of education over at an awesome dropshipping school called the Freedom Club. In the Freedom Club, we have thousands of members, and a lot of them have had massive success with our training in making hundreds of thousands of extra dollars in profit per year. Look at some of these numbers. We're pulling $120,000 in profit in 5 months. That's incredible. $200,000 in 7 months. I myself have made around 10 figures over the past 10 years of dropshipping. And if you want to learn the basics, come on over to our school. You can join for free and take part in the 30-day challenge, where we give you a very bare bones structure, but enough to get you started. And if you like what we teach, you come and join the community, like all these guys have in this chat here. Willen, welcome. Chris, welcome. Carlos, welcome. Abby, welcome. Now let's get this product research started. 1 second, guys. I'll give you the link again in case you lost it. And I'll start sharing my screen in a second. So this is a link to my product database. Please note, this is not the official Freedom Club product database. This is my own personal one. So if I need a new product, this is where I go looking. And today we'll be using PiPi ads, which is my current favorite ad spying tool. And we're gonna go find some more winners to fill out this product database sheet a little more. We've got 58 so far for August, with how many days left? Is that 2 or 3 days left? 1, 2, 3 more days left. That's not bad, actually. It's one new product every day. And I mean, these are decent products. Some of these haven't even been launched on Facebook or Instagram yet. That's how fresh some of these are. Chris, how many sales you had in total of your eyeglass kit so far since you fixed the problem? That's what I want to know, because you just launched that, and we only found it a week or 2 ago. All right, let's go see what we can find. Shall we look in TikTok Shop, advertisers, products, or ads? Well, we've done a lot of ad spying. We've done a fair bit of product spying. What's this do? What's Top Store do? I haven't even looked at this. Top Store ranking. All right. 2 since yesterday. Nice one. I launched a store about 2-3 weeks ago. I've actually sold about $10,000 worth of product in the past 3 weeks of this new store. Made a little bit of profit, not as much as I'd like, but we'll see how we go with this one. We're only just getting started. All right, we're looking at Fenco. What does Fenco sell? Fenno, 20-second brush. Oh, this is $200 off. That's nice. Oh, go away. That is a killer landing page. Look at that. Look how expensive this thing is. $466 bundle. Just for the same thing that we get on AliExpress, maybe a tiny bit better. You can find better versions of it, whatever this thing is, and some thing to brush your teeth with. Oh, and an app. Okay, this one's got the app. Cool. There's another version of this that you can sell that doesn't have the app. It probably will make you just as much profit, in my opinion. Bondi Boost. What's this thing? Really? Oh, an Aussie store. Bondi Boost. What a name. We got an Everlast hairstyle system. Anti-thinning shampoo, that'd be nice. Anti-thinning power couple. Infrared thermal bounce brush. All right, I gotta check these out. We'll check out their ads on Facebook too. We'll just go see what they're actually promoting the most. Bondi Boosts. Now, obviously, these guys have been around a while, and that's a good indication that these types of products, you can make it work. You can make it work. You got to start somewhere. Don't look at these big competitors and go, you know what? They're obviously dominating the market. I'm never going to be able to get a foothold. It doesn't work that way. So these have been running. Man, there's some nice ads here. This is a style of ad that I've been seeing a lot lately. An animated, it's like a static, it's the same as a static image ad, but they animate part of it. Okay, so the infrared thingy.
Hair shedding is completely normal.
Shedding, so
there isn't anything you can do to help stop it. I used to lose probably at
the health hair, infrared and health hair.
completely owe that change to incorporate.
And where do their shop now buttons take us? To the collection page. Wow. What an awesome website. I think I'll put it in the list. Hey, thermal bounce brush. Wonder how much you get this on AliExpress. For those watching on the Freedom Club, if you want a clearer picture, you can watch on YouTube and you can like and subscribe. So we're looking at, does this thing spin? Let's go take a look how this works. I don't think it spins. So it's just a thermal heat brush, yeah? Thermal brush. $16 from one of these bad boys. What is this feature? Infrared technology. So we're looking for the infrared heat brush. I've seen students do well with this type of brush. I'm wondering if it comes in the curling style. Surely it would, right? But you know what? You could start with these. You could definitely just start with a brush like this, make sure you can get sales, and then you can go talk to the manufacturers and build one like theirs. I'm pretty sure they would be available on Alibaba. Just take a quick look for an infrared brush. Here we go. Wow, $10 a piece. Oh, sorry. Yeah, $12 US a piece. And you've only got to buy 10 of them? It's fantastic. Now, if you're wondering how you would do this, if you've got to buy 10, well, you talk to our supplier. You give them a bit of money up front. Supplier goes and buys 10. You go sell 10. You go get 10 more. That's fantastic. All right, this is definitely going in the list. Infrared. 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 Curling hair thing. All right. So I'll give you guys the PiPi ads link for these, and I'll give you the Facebook ads as well. Boom. First product, fresh off the rank. Good start. Okay. Alfred, whatever this is. Network error. AEL Frickaden. Whatever. Al Frickaden. Okay, we got fashion. No thanks. Not what we're looking for. Found store. Nope. I mean, I'm sure we're bound to get a lot of fashion here. Rem Beauty. Lip stuff. Is that all this is? Just a lip gloss? Okay. Let's check out your ads. Rem Beauty. Well, this will be tricky because there's a lot of Rem Beauties. Is that it? I think that might be it. Let's just search for Rem Beauty here and see if we can find anything that looks... I think that was them, right? That was possibly one of their pages. What are they doing? They got Facebook. Oh, we got Facebook ads right here. Cool. So I should be able to click on this and click on this. That's why I couldn't find them, because they're r.e.m beauty. Is that Ariana? It is. All right. Obviously, we can't compete with the witch of the. Is it the witch of the east? You can't compete with that, but you don't need to. It's the product, and you'll find your own angle. All right, how are we gonna find these guys? Oh, that's them there. What do I think was the golden era of dropshipping? Well, I do think it was 2020. COVID, without a doubt, was the golden era of dropshipping. However, I think that AI has kind of brought about a new global golden era, not just for dropshipping, but for digital marketing in general. You can do things now that you could never do before. You think 2016 to 2021 was popping? Yeah, well, look, it was a lot easier in 2016. I'll tell you that. I used to have the crappiest ad you could possibly imagine, and without a doubt, all I needed was that one crappy ad, and Facebook would find me purchases. Wow, these guys haven't touched their ads since June? Yeah, cool. And I mean, obviously, they're doing very well. Can a lip gloss work for you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's just click one of these ads and see where they take us. Excuse me. What's a fembot? Fembot capsule collection. Is that because it makes you look like a fembot? Okay, I get it. All right, we're gonna go with lip. What do we call these things? Lip gloss. That's what we call these things. Lip gloss. Here is your PiPi ads. Here are your Facebook ads. And look, guys, it doesn't need to be anything technical. It doesn't need to be something out of this world, new invention, something no one's ever seen before. You can literally sell lip gloss. You just need the right angle. You just need the right design for your website. You don't have to start with branded products. I didn't. I started with shitty products. I started with whatever I could get my hands on. I just needed to test the markets. Once I found a market that I liked, that I could sell with, that was somewhat nearly profitable, I was like, all right, now it's time to maybe improve the products. Now it's time to talk with suppliers and get your stamp on things and ask for feedback from your customers. That's how we do this. And you might be asking, how do we ask for feedback? We make, well, what? And look, I don't want to distract you guys from building your stores. I just want to show you what's possible. Just give me 1 second. One second. So this is a Facebook group for my brand, Homecraftology. This isn't the Facebook group. My bad. That is the wrong link. This is a Facebook group for my brand. So the moment that I decided that this was a niche that I could do well in, I went and created a Facebook community. all I did was start promoting this community to my email list. I did it. I promoted it in my welcome series. I promoted this in my thank you series. We've got 23,000 members in here. So these are my top customers. And I just allowed them to share the craft that they're all obsessed with. And you can see here, I'm just getting loads and loads and loads of feedback. So what do I think are the best types of products? The best products are products that you can build a community around. People who get obsessed with this type of stuff, people who want to share their progress or share what they've learned, share their look, just share their products, and you can build your own community that you control. So one of the excuse me, one of the main selling points of this of making this community was every time I released something new, I could get instant feedback from the people who are in here. Every time I want to know what I should sell next, I get instant feedback. So when I built my store and I built my products, all I did was run polls. And those polls allowed me to figure out exactly what customers wanted. So if we scroll down, we can see the evolution. Well, I can talk you through the evolution of my kits. We literally told our supplier what we wanted here in terms of cutting the edges of our canvas here. These weren't cut before. The crappy kits you get off AliExpress were just haphazardly cut and looked terrible. We started adding bits of, this is called butter paper. It's just like baking paper that you put in cooking, but when you put it on one of these kits, it allows you to protect them. And I wouldn't have even known that that's what customers wanted until I asked them. And then things like this, we were able to, like most of these kits that come from AliExpress will come in, it's almost like a train track of bags of diamonds, and you have to cut them with scissors. And when you cut them with scissors, diamonds go everywhere and everyone gets upset. We discovered that our customers wanted these in Ziploc bags. So you know what? We put them in Ziploc bags. We went to the group to ask them constantly, how can we improve? What can we do? How can we make this better? And by doing that, we created a community that now are pretty much customers for life. And if you look at some of the reviews that I have, so many, and these are honestly real reviews from real people. So, I mean, the people aren't real, but the actual comments that they give me, this is just a small example of the kind of awesome reviews that we get. Our customers love us. They love the kits that we make. They love the fact that we customize this for them, and they love the fact that we have this community where they can come and tell us, even when we screw up, even when we make a mistake and a customer comes in here and starts complaining, you know, the support staff didn't get back to me and I don't know where my kit is. It gives us an opportunity to, in front of everybody, fix the problem. And by having problems in this community, we were able to then bring a lot of people onto our side. They know now, if someone's upset, we will bend over backwards to help them have a good customer experience with us. So when you're building your brands out, have a think about, first of all, you're going to be spending a lot of time selling this product. If this product is successful, is this a product you actually like? Is this something that you would buy for yourself? Does it have a purpose in your life? Because if it doesn't, you're going to get sick of it pretty quick. You know, all of these people in this group, these 23,000 people, they know Chris, me, as the diamond painting guy. And they know my wife, Mel, as the diamond painting girl. So we had to do that. Willem, oh my God, Chris, you wrapped up an 8-hour session creating new creatives, ads, and setting up campaigns for your store. Super excited to have it reviewed tonight. Can't wait, friend. Can't wait at all. Looking forward to it. Anyway, think about whether or not the product that you choose can become a community or can be improved. You look at these hair products here. You can always build a community around this. Women, not just women, men, people are obsessed with their hair. Skin too. A skincare group, beautiful, fantastic. Dogs, if you have a dog store, have you not got a Facebook group where people are sharing pictures of their pups? What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, sorry for ranting. Let's move on. We're done Rem Beauty. Let's have a look at this one. What's this one? Madina. Too political. And it's not a product. Oops. Same one. Divine Hindu? I'm intrigued. Ganesh Utsav sale. Oh, that's cool. For those of you who don't know, I'm not a religious person at all. Haven't been to church since I was a boy. But I've just finished building a Christian store. We'll be building a Jewish store next, and then after that, we're planning on a Muslim store. This is fantastic. This is actually fantastic. Why? Because people love this kind of stuff. I was going to send this to my friend. And it does serve a purpose. Faith is a purpose, and people want to solve problems, i.e., needing to have these things for their faith. And they will become. You make these people happy. You give them a good customer experience. They will be back, and they'll be back to buy these as gifts for their family. This website is fantastic. All right, I'm going to put that in. Hindu store. DivineHindu.in. I personally wouldn't do DivineHindu.in. Oh, I guess I would. I mean, the .in means it's an Indian website, and I'm guessing even when you're selling to Indians overseas, I'm guessing that the .in is going to give it a little bit of extra trust. That's what I'm guessing. Let's bring in their PiPi ads, and let's go find if these guys have any Facebook ads. Four followers. No Facebook ads. Interesting. They're not there on Facebook yet. Cool. All right. Hey, Willem, I'm really glad that we got you pumping again, man. That energy that you're bringing, that's exactly what you need to make this work. I'll show you my Christian store real quick. What is it called? I think it's actually called My Christian Store. Christian Store online. We haven't launched yet. We're just about to launch. So I'm building stores all the time. Yes, they take a while to build. Yes, a lot of effort goes in. I cut as many corners as I can to build as fast as possible. But this is what I'm launching with. No idea if it'll work, but I wanted to. And I think I'm going to make it work because I really wanted to have some faith-based stores in my repertoire. So we're launching with this Jesus Hug. And we've got 4 or 5 other products. We're going to keep adding products too. And ideally, we want it to be a Christian gift store. The cool thing is we've actually reached out to Gideon, and we're going to be able to donate a certain percentage of sales to Gideon to give away Bibles as part of their mission, and that's going to have something we have on the top here. We're going to be able to put that on our top bit here, to just to really get the trust in the business. And we might even have at the checkout, you have an option where you can add in a bit for people to donate. So that'll be a fresh donation right there to whatever mission that we want to give to. Okay, where were we? What is this thing? Taman Bake. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to move on. Posh Shop. Oh, really cool. I would love to say jump on something like this, but we can't just jump into something like this because these are all very much trademarked, copyrighted characters, and Plus Shop has obviously got deals with all of these publishers to have these products. Very, very, very cool, but unfortunately, we cannot do that. You would get shut down quicker than you can get your store up. Fly me to the supermoon. What is this? Are these cakes? Moon cakes. Yum. Yum. It's probably just because I'm extra hungry. I've literally been dieting for a month now. My God, this looks good. I need to get off that. Cannot look at food. I managed to lose 6 kilos in a month. I'm so happy. All right. Simply by stopping my chocolate intake. I went through a shock. But I did what I did. Look at these crappy, what are these called? These ChatGPT images here. What are we selling here? Reimagining of a classic razor featuring design that protects your skin and loses irritation. Less irritation than a multi-band alternative. How? Unsupported cutting blades design in a way that protects your skin. I really don't trust that image. That's not how you'd use a shaper, right? That doesn't even look the same. It's way too small. It's got to be ChatGPT. So clearly these guys are cutting all the corners to get this up and running. Let's see what their stats look like. So they first ran ads in 2021. Okay. An old school razor is pretty much what we're selling here. Lots of good content. Just Jordan, you've tested multiple ads, image VSL, UGC. Only UGC gave you results. You're only focusing on that for that CB2 of ads. Plan is to only find what works on a competitive concept. Yeah, and replicate the structure 100%. 100%, my friend. Don't discredit your static images. If they're not working, if your static images aren't working, you didn't get them right. And you didn't find the right angle. You didn't find the right hook on your static image ads, because if your UGC is working, there should be no reason why a static ad can't work just as good. There's 2 types of ads that I run, static, or 3 types: static ads, UGC, and lastly, carousels, if it's a sort of product that can sell via carousels. But to sell via carousels, you do need to have a very well pixelated pixel. And no, that's not the terminology we use, but a pickled pixel really helps. Okay, we've got... Yeah, like I kind of want to buy one of these just looking at it. This is pretty cool. Old school shaving. Let's find your Facebook ads for this bad boy. August 10, oh, July. Okay. So I'm looking at dates here. I'm looking for a couple of things, right? Number one, looking at the dates when they launch their ads. Of course, we're always going to see dates that are similar to today, like 2 or 3 days for most advertisers, because we're testing ideas and stuff. We're looking for ads that have been around for at least a month. I like to see those. It's not, you don't always get that with every good advertiser, but usually you would, even if you looked at my account. I restart ads all the time. So if you do see someone who's been running ads for a month or more, that's usually a very good sign. I'm also looking for repeat videos. Even when you look at this one, this is the same video here in 2 different formats. We have the mobile format and then we have the 4:3 format. So they're testing different versions of their images here, which usually means that they know what they're doing. And if they know what they're doing, it's a good sign they're probably making money. Their static ads look staticky, like they're not very special. I think you could take this type of product here, because this looks so bland. you could really masculinate. I know I'm making up words tonight, but you could really masculinate this. Masculinize? That's probably more like it. You could masculinize this. You could turn this into like a black website, like really focusing on like a high-end barber sort of feel with wood grain tones, and really make this feel special to dudes. And I think you could probably outdo these guys. Obviously, this is a customized product. It's been etched with their logo. You want to start with one of these types of razors that obviously is white labeled, so it could be anything, but I think that's a cool idea. Men's shaver. And there's other shavers too that you can sell that I know work well. Here are the PiPi ads, and here are the Facebook ads. I actually think that's fairly easy, to be honest with you. I think that's a green. Infrared, that's definitely a green. Green meaning easy to get profitable, I think. All right. What's next? Inside scoop. Nope, we saw that one. It's going to make me hungry. Loose skin. Ooh, look at that. So you can see here they were testing on TikTok. Things went well. And they're like, hey, well, let's give Facebook a... Holy crap, look at Facebook. What are we selling here? I got excited, but really this is just fashion. It's pretty nice fashion, though. Very nice. What would you call this? Like Bohemian Asian style? That's cool. I'm going to send that to my missus, see if she wants anything. All right, let's move on. Need car help. Ah, of course. Now this has happened because these guys are clever. They don't want people coming from PiPi ads. Very clever. Very, very clever. Oh. It actually blocked me. All right. Maybe they're blocking this country. I tried it in an incognito window and we get the same result. The image in VSL pulled 5% click-through, but no add to cart. If you're getting a 5% CTR and you're not getting an add to cart, I don't know if that's going to be your ad problem. You say that maybe not enough buyer intent. Yeah, maybe it's the wrong angle on the actual image. And if you come to my next class in 20 minutes, I can do a deep dive into your ads and let you know what I think if you like. Wait, you can block your store like that? You can. You can. So they're using Cloudflare blocking, and they're obviously only advertising Spain, United States, Romania, and Germany. So they're blocking Australia. You can absolutely do IP-based blocking if you want. I wouldn't recommend it though. So you just need to focus on what works for now. You do top of funnel later. Any advice to make UGC? Well, I'd have to see what you're doing, and I have to see your product. If you want to share your product with me, by all means you can. If you want to, I've actually got a Reddit called Elite Dropshippers. If you come in here and drop your website in here, I'll be able to take a look. You've worked a good hook, an AI tool for UGC talk with your product. Any tips? Yeah. So a couple of streams ago, I showed everybody how I use ChatGPT to go generate hooks. I don't know if you've seen that, but it might be worthwhile finding that and having a watch. So I have a spreadsheet template that I've made that I use to go and generate all my hooks for all my audiences, and then generate my scripts for UGC. Okay. Let's look at, we'll skip the finance one. What's Medina? Feed the hungry. I'm sure it's beneficial, but we're looking for dropshippers. Or products, I should say. Just let me know if you do post a link so I can go and take a look. Scuppers. Fashion again. White Sand Swim. I guess this is fashion again. Yeah, all bikinis. Cool. STEM regen. More health. What are we selling here? Advanced stem cell support. Experience more health, more life, and more you in 60 days. Turn your innate repair system with nature's most potent ingredients. Okay, what do we got? Accelerated recovery support. 800 and what? I'm not going to pop this in the list, but I can tell you a little secret. Stuff like this sells like hotcakes. I don't know about this price point, especially if it's your first product. And I don't know, if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know all the legalities of selling supplements in Australia because I've never done it myself. It's always been something I've had in the back of my mind because I know they sell really well. And I know that we can get supplements from China. Wellen, I know that this is probably something you want to consider in the future. I know that we can get things like, I'm talking getting from China. I know we can get things like mushroom powders and other powders. The problem that you'll have as amateur dropshippers is getting the money that you need to buy the minimum orders that you're going to need. If you want to customize these types of things with your own packaging and your own formulations and your own packaging, there's usually a minimum order of like 200 at least. So you just want to make sure you've got the right audience that you can sell these to, and we can definitely help you build this sort of thing if you want. Okay. Emma Tread. What's this? Cotton bed sheets. They look weird. But no, not problem solving enough. I have tried to sell this sort of stuff in the past. It is not easy. Michelle, you like that too, Jordan? Cool. Yeah, I can help. I can help with that. Did you pop that link in? The reason why I ask you to put links in my subreddit is just because you can't share them on Google. That's all. Michelle, there's a guy selling 1.2 million a month, selling a supplement. He does drop shipping. You wouldn't give his product away, but makes a killing. Oh yeah, look, I know. So I have a pretty good relationship with our supplier, Ron. He's a friend of mine. We've been working together for like 8 years. So he tells me what's pumping, and he tells me supplements are killing it. Yeah, jump over to this Reddit here. Just go make a post with your link, and then just let me know, and I'll look at the link and give you some feedback. You just want to have some money behind you before you get into the supplement game. That's like, good 10, 20,000 to get you started. Because you're going to have to build a bit of a community around you. You're going to have to find some UGC people to promote you. You want some fitness people, and you want some product. So it's not something you can just jump into straight away, but if you kick yourself off with learning the ropes on an easy store, and then you can get into something very lucrative like the supplement game. You can, even if you don't want to ship from China, You can absolutely go and find some compound chemists here in Australia. There's one on the Gold Coast that I was thinking about launching a skincare brand with. And so compound chemists can actually formulate your products for you and give you the packaging, and then you can ship from Australia if you want. And that'd be made under Australian guidelines. As for your claims in Australia, you got to be careful about your medical claims. If you do make medical claims, they've actually got to be lab tested. And so you want to think of a type of formula where you're not making claims, but you are selling something that is beneficial. So do your own research there. Now, Patrick Tar. Oh, Patrick Tar. Beauty. Wonder what they're selling the most of. Let's go find out. Wow, these guys are big. Anil, welcome. These guys must be massive. So we're selling the blending sponge and the cream. Again, yes, these guys are massive, but you can start somewhere, guys. You don't have to like compete with these guys. You just need to have a website and images and ads that can take a slice of the pie and start from nothing and build. When I made Homecraftology, I wasn't the first diamond painting store. There were some really big ones. I reckon it took 2 to 3 months to kind of start making profit on Homecraftology. But once I did, the ball never stopped rolling. He's a beauty influencer. He's more than that. He's more than a beauty influencer. He's a beauty influencer, and he's an e-commerce. He's one of us. Doesn't mean you can't sell similar products, guys. These just prove to you that you can sell simple beauty products and make it work. Do these episodes come out weekly? Yeah, man. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Most weeks I do all three. Let's go beauty products. And if in case you missed it, here's a link to my spreadsheet right here for anyone who is watching. I want to encourage you guys to think big. Think big, bite off small chunks, take one step at a time, and keep your eye on the prize. I started like you guys. I started just learning. I started with a shitty website. If this is even before Homecraftology, I started with t-shirts. And then t-shirts evolved into another brand of t-shirts. And then that evolved into a general dropshipping store. And then I realized, oh, hey, there's a much better way of doing this and making a branded dropshipping store. And that's when Homecraftology was found. That was my fourth attempt. Now, I didn't just have 4 bad attempts and not make any money. I made a bit of money along the way. But I wanted something easier and better and something that could grow instead of just, if you have a general dropshipping store, you're constantly finding some new product and you're constantly trying to keep it afloat. Whereas if you have a brand and a following, you kind of just, it's a lot easier. All right, Justin. Jordan. Here we go. My present. Oh, this looks cool. So this is French, yeah? So you're selling in France? Nice looking website. Very, very nice. I can't comment too much because I can't read it. I'll translate it, but I won't be able to read